Well, if you just tuned in, you're watching the morning news, the first bulletin of the day on TV3. In more news this morning, the Ghana Standards Authority says one of its core challenges in the execution of its mandate is maintaining standards in the informal sector, although efforts are underway in addressing that very concern. Consumers mostly complain of being shortchanged through traders' own measurements of foodstuff. In the following report, I assess the viability of a possible standardized measuring system to be introduced at the markets.
Adjoa Suhum has been selling plantain for more than 35 years. She goes by the name Adjoa Suhum because she sources her produce from Suhum in the eastern region. With more than 3 decades in the business, she tells me she can identify the weight of the commodity just by lifting it. But are consumers getting value for money?
Kasi the scale neba na ye de ni nyina ya I think say me no enye de emwa.
The scale will not favor me if it applies to all commodities at the market.
Alima is aware she has been shortchanged multiple times at the markets. The weight of a wache stew has never been consistent over time.
Because Cote d'Ivoire ni nyama rice ni na omuwe.
If only it will help. Why not? Because even in La Cote d'Ivoire, rice is weighed.
There's inconsistent and often inaccurate nature of measurements when it comes to the market. The size of an alonka, for instance, is not standardized, varying from one market to the other, often leading to consumers being shortchanged.
In the sale of onions, there's a popular practice known as chocking. Sellers support the commodity with each other, creating more vacuum and space in the container. Chocking is mostly done to shortchange customers who are bent on beating down the prices. Asante explains.
Some customers don't pay what is due, that is why we chalk the onions. If I can get value for money, then I am all for the scale.
In the tomato business, traders create holes in the container whilst arranging the commodity for sale.
It is the actions of the customers that make us do this. Sometimes their prices are not good.
Some civil servants share their experiences, demanding an immediate solution.
Especially buying gari, tomatoes. You see, when the measurement, the cans they use is so bad. Some are very small, but they will load it before they put the stuff in. So you get home, then you realize what you bought is very little. So you don't get the value you wanted.
For the sake of the market women, let me express myself in Chi. You see, almost the seed in the pear. Sometimes they put it in the can they use, they put it inside and they put the food stuff in it. So you will not see, you the buyer, you will not see what the can entails. They do certain things to it that you get home and you realize you don't have value for what you bought.
It's a good idea, it will help, but talking about our country, Ghana today, they'll find a way here and there to adjust their skills.
For butchers who welcome the intentions of the Ghana Standards Authority, the space requires sophisticated measuring skills which cannot easily be tampered with and also affordable for all.
Imagine somebody coming to buy in a market and then the scale has been adjusted. You know, you will not get a value for money.
These complaints and many more have been emanating for a long time now. And is this practice happening at the blind side of the Ghana Standards Authority, or are they aware of this? If yes, what is the authority doing to regulate that very space? Well, let's engage the Deputy Director General of the authority, Clifford Frimpong.
You are buying even yam, they put it in their hand to just listen and tell you the price instead of putting it on a scale. If something is working, that is when you don't need to change. But it is not working. You and I know that the Olonka, there are a lot of tricks being played. They can sometimes you pour whatever is in it and you see it is packed with either paper, sack, dresses, whatever. So instead of the food, it is being maybe 3/4 or half. If right now it is weighing scales they cannot buy, can we get something that will make sure that things are even on their field?
Experts have suggested it will require some concerted effort to ensure standardization is practiced across trading centers.
The consumer is there to check us, to make sure that we do the work. It's a mandate with 3 of them. 1, promote industrial growth. 2, facilitate trade. And the 3rd one, and the most important, protect consumer. So if your trade is growing, but the consumer is being cheated, my mandate is not fulfilled. So I have to make sure that I certify all the 3.
The Ghana Standards Authority Act 2022 Act 1078 gives the GSA legal authority to inspect premises, seize inaccurate devices, and prohibit the use of non-compliant equipment. The Act empowers inspectors to seize the weight, measure an instrument for the purpose of comparing the seized weight, measure an instrument with a working standard. It is an offense to obstruct an inspector in his line of duty. The GSA will have to intensify its enforcement to ensure consumers are not shortchanged while purchasing goods on the market. George Queenan, TV3 News, Accra.